Anirban, good to be back at the Indian Open, 2 seconds, and a win here 2 years ago. How do you feel this week coming in?
I feel great. It's always nice coming back home, and the National Open always special, always something that I want to do well, and it's important to me.
Coming in the last few years, it's been you and SSP right up there each year. What's it been like having that competition with a close friend?
It's great. I think it's really healthy. It's good for Indian golf as well. I think the last couple of years were really exciting. It's always come down to the last hole. I won a playoff 2 years ago, and even the year before that, I think Siddiqur won, and SSP and I finished a shot back, or something like that, maybe 2 shots back, and it was really tight again. So, yeah, it's something that I look forward to. I'm sure SSP too, and we'd love to keep the trophy back home.
Last year when SSP hit that second or third shot at 18 that kind of put it away, and there's that shot of you just clapping him and cheering him for that. What was it like after? Did you have anything for him to say to him, or did he say
Not really. I think when you immediately after you win an event, there's so much that goes on, with the media, with everything that's going through your head. I don't really think there's much space for anybody to share anything at that point of time. But you recognize a special moment when you see one, and even though I wanted to win it as badly as anybody else, you have to respect that. I remember in the playoff the year before, 2 years ago, he hit a similar shot left off the tee into the bush, and it was a very similar shot that he hit on the second shot on 18, but it didn't go in the bush. It just managed to stay in the long rough. And that's the difference. That's the difference between winning and losing an Indian Open. It goes 3 more yards left and all might be lost, and three more yards right, you can hit a shot like that and win it, and you respect that. You respect the person fighting the demons and overcoming it, like I have at Delhi Golf Club, or to win an event. So I was extremely disappointed not to win, but I was happy for him.
2 years ago when you won, you talked to Richard after, and you said 6 months ago I was just playing to try and keep my card on the European Tour, and now look where I've been. And then now 2 years later, now you're on PGA Tour.
Time has kind of flown for me. I think it's been it was a great 14, 15 for me, and halfway. I think those 2 seasons, because financial years don't do justice. I mean, calendar years don't do justice. It's usually our seasons go into the following year, but I think those 2 seasons were very special for me. I set my mind to getting to the PGA Tour. I was dead set on moving forwards. I started feeling a little bit stuck, that I was not able to get into all the events that I wanted to play at the level at which I wanted to compete, which is when the decision to move towards Europe and onwards towards America materialized, and that kind of set a lot of things into motion, and I'm happy to see the way they've worked out so far. So I think between qualifying school for the European Tour in 2015, I think it was, to where I am now, it's been fantastic. 2014 actually. So it's been great.
And this year it's a new course. What do you think of the new setup here at DLF?
It feels familiar but completely alien, because we're on the same property, the same piece of land, but it's just a brand new golf course. It's just completely different. It's definitely unique. It's one of a kind in India. I think the conditions are absolutely spectacular. It's immaculate. The greens, the fairways are probably the best you'll see. A little disappointed, I think, with the design. I feel like there were definitely a couple of holes that they could have done a lot more with, but it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be the same for everyone, and the golf course is demanding. It's going to make you hit a lot of good golf shots. You can't get away, with loose golf shots out here, and that's exactly what we want—a good test.
And come Sunday this week, what's the chances we see another playoff with you and SSP?
I'd rather not be in another playoff. 3 of my wins have come in playoffs, 4 of my wins have come in playoffs. So I would prefer not to be in a playoff, honestly. But if I can get myself into contention on Sunday, I'd feel pretty good about going into that back nine. So let's see. That's the aim. Thank you.